Thank God it's Tuesday. I'm a day late, but I'm still wanting to give you a scripture and then make it applicable to your own life. Honestly, verse 1 of Ephesians 5 is an amazing verse. It's so short and it has so much in it. Therefore, be imitators of God as beloved children. You and I were made to imitate God. Why? Well, number one, in Genesis, it says that we are made in the image of God. We're image bearers of God. The way people see who God is by looking at the people of God. It's by looking at us, how we treat each other, how we handle things, how we talk, how we walk. And this is why the verses after actually just go into detail of what that means. Be imitators of God. Imitating comes from the word miming or from mimicking. And so a good mime actually makes invisible things visible, right? When you see a mime doing things with his hands and at the end, you see that he's handling a scissor or he's making a window or he's just projecting things with the way he does things, that you see things that are actually not on stage because he's doing it so well. So you and I, we have the chance to make God visible to other people. Be imitators of God as beloved children. Now, children, they normally just imitate their parents, right? I've seen that with my kids. They start to copy the way we open up our mouths when they're really, really young, really early baby time. And then they start to copy the sounds, and they start to copy the melody of the voice. They started to copy the movement, started to copy facial expressions, and it goes into more and more detail until they have the same words, they have the same values. They know what we think is funny, they know what we don't think is funny. They know what we think is valuable, we think what is not good. All those things. Children imitate that through mimicking. And as we grow into adulthood, we still mimic things. We copy the people that we like, the behaviors that we think are valuable. We are made to be image bearers, to carry the image of somebody else and to portray something. Now, you and I, we could just be the average of the 5 people that we spend the most time in, or the 5 people that have the biggest influence on us. But we as Christians can actually have the chance to be imitators of God. Just think about that what that means. You and I, we can imitate the character of God. Obviously, we cannot be omniscient, omnipresent, all of the intransmittable features of God, but we can learn his character. We can learn the way he loves, the way his love is pure, and the way he is light. He brought light into this world. And so the next few verses, they go into detail about those 3 things: how to love like Jesus, how to keep love pure, and how to bring light into this world. And so if you're in a group, in a connect group, then why don't you take time to read this passage, meaning Ephesians 5, verse 1 to verse, I would stop at verse 14, and then talk about these 3 things. What do you want to imitate of God? Where do you see God showing you something that you want to imitate? If you're by yourself, just take some time in looking at God. That's what kids do. They look at their parents with hawk eyes and they look, what is he doing? What is dad saying? And then they copy it. As a son, as a daughter, right now, why don't you take 2-3 minutes, close your eyes, look at the Father. What is he doing in your life right now? What can you imitate today? God bless you guys. Have a wonderful day.